Good morning, day 25. Coming to the end of my sauna session. I usually spend the first part of my sauna session putting together the clips from the day before and creating the little video that I post. So today was a longer post. It's my longest video yet. I dove in and shared a lot yesterday, so that means it's hot today. But I wanted to just take a moment and honor that I got out here earlier today, that the sun is not fully up yet and it's been harder to do that, so woohoo for me. Turning that dial back, getting to bed a little bit earlier, so I can have more spaciousness in my day. This is the honest state of my bun. Many days. One ponytail doesn't quite hold this much hair, but I do like the Ammonite effect. Snail vibes. I am pivoting my plans and going to focus on cleaning my house and packing to go to Indiana. My grandmother, who was born with the same birthday as me, July 14th, she is declining in health, and I'm feeling called to return to my roots. So the family is planning to gather at my grandparents' home on Sunday for Christmas, and I'm not sure what that actually is going to look like at this point, but I recognize that the living ceremony is calling me to my roots. So I'm really grateful to have listened yesterday and rested and took some time for self-care, because today's self-care looks like getting things in order here and packing and hitting the road soon. And I don't really know what that's gonna look like. I just know I need to start moving in that direction. So I'm going to clean, and then I'm going to do a remote sound healing session, transmission from a place of unconditional love, from my higher self to my grandmother's highest self and timeline. And just trust the technology, the process, the energy of that, and then start packing. Noticing an opportunity to pause and check in. I'm burning some Palo Santo. I'm feeling some racing, but I'm going to take a soak. And I'm going to take a soak. I just cleaned my house, and yeah, I am noticing a racing. So this is gonna be an interesting part of the living ceremony, which is starting to feel like it's revealing the point that in moments of uncertainty and racing and unpredictability, and it feels like a little bit of chaos, the opportunity is to slow down
And I got that message yesterday, so I'm really grateful that I did. It's kind of like that feeling of operating in multiple worlds and realities at once, where I'm noticing this scatterbrained. My mind's on work, my mind's on my grandmother, my mind is on my mom and my grandpa and my family and Christmas and the house and my roommates and cleaning and tidying and self-care and slowing down and noticing and pausing and living ceremony and sharing. So this is living ceremony. Things are getting rattled up, like literally the garden keeper just showed up and is blowing the leaves, and I'm so grateful, and the noise is rattling, and maybe the awareness and invitation in the ceremony is to be grateful for the sound of the rattling and the blowing, because sound, if I'm open and tune in, can blow the leaves out of me. And the leaves are the worries and the uncertainties and the unknown timelines and the figurating in my mind of stories of priorities. And I can let the rattling shake up the doubts and the fears and allow the blowing machine to blow energy through my heart and just slow down and recognize that I noticed and I showed up and I paused. And this is what living ceremony is inviting. So I'm noticing the teaching of this practice is for moments like this. And being the student in order to be the teacher to myself and beyond. Bathtub Confessionals, Part 1. I've done much important processing from the bathtub, so when the bath ritual calls, here I am. Some of the most important decisions I've ever made in my life have happened in bathtubs. So, what was coming up is, do I need a pep talk? And who do I need a pep talk from? And what would that pep talk sound like? And that's higher self coming in saying, I know what to do, even if it doesn't feel like it, even if I've never done it in this lifetime that I remember. I have had a recent starting of a Hape practice, ceremonial snuff, and the message of the Hape has been to show up to the practice, just show up. And that message continues to have more and more meaning. Just show up. Just answer the call. Just listen to the whisper of the sacred yes or no. So, I hear the fear. I hear the grief. I hear the sadness. I hear the uncertainty. And do I hear the whisper? The knowing that I have been preparing myself, that I have been intuitively led to a course called The Elixir of Immortality, an online program by Alberto Villoldo and Bob Thurman. I've been processing a new narrative and story around death and asking myself, what does it all mean? What am I here for? I wrote created, witnessed, I don't know how to even express, putting out the video of my first video of I Am Cosmology. That really sent me on a journey. And I am, as soon as I put that video out, I got in the tub actually, and that was the last time I had a ceremonial tub ritual, which made me aware that I was in ceremony. I was in living ceremony. That's what clued me in, and that's why I'm here sharing. So once again, I am reminded that I am in living ceremony, and I just remembered one of the very first things that Bob Thurman talked about in the course was how to approach death. And he said, cheer up about it. Cheer up about it. So I'm here to notice it all, and in noticing it all, it's noticing old stories and patterns that I've experienced, witnessed, learned in this lifetime, and having availability to the mastery of many lifetimes of this initiation of death portals, transitions, and allowing that mastery to be integrated into this moment and timeline right now.
So far.